Welcome back to the shop. Today's part 2 of the 1x42-inch belt sander. Just going to go on for a second and talk about a new addition to the shop. Got a 72 bin steel container here, or a storage cabinet, and I think it's going to sort of help organize me a little bit. Keep all my sanding discs, epoxies, paints, ropes, gasket material, hot glue guns, zip ties, all the camera stuff, some assorted epoxies. I don't want to dwell on this too long, but anyway, I'm happy that I got this. It was a scratch and dent from Amazon, and I think it's going to serve me well. And just one quick tip here is if you're gonna have a multi-level storage thing, try to keep the epoxies and paints and stuff that could leak on the bottom. Because if you put it on the top, invariably it's going to leak and then come down and corrode everything underneath it. So anyway, just quick tip. We're going to move on to sandblasting. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put a regular old switch on the front of this, and I think I'm going to put it somewhere around here in this vicinity just so I can turn it on and off. So what I have to do is come out of the back of the motor, come down into a 90, and then come over to here. And it's all going to be 1/2 inch EMT. I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but I just went and picked up a couple pieces here and there at the hardware store, and I don't know. I'm not good with conduit, and it doesn't help that the stuff's scattered all over the goddamn place. So, but anyway, since I don't know how I'm gonna do this or whatnot, I don't know if I'll spend a lot of time recording that, or I'll cut out most of it when I'm editing, because it'll be me trying things back and forth, and that'll be pretty boring. But what might be more interesting, and probably the only thing novel about this whole build that you may or may not have seen before, is what we had in here originally to hold the sander down was these old-fashioned panhead screws, and they worked back in the day, but it's not very secure because a couple of them pulled right out. But what I have here is like a threaded insert. So what this will do is I can drill a hole out to the minor diameter, which is the inside of the threads. So roughly 3/8. So I'll drill a 3/8 inch hole into the wood, and then the inside of here is a 1/4 20. So this will give me 4 very solid points to bolt down to, because a 1/4 20 bolt is stronger than any screw. I mean, small wood screw like that. And then you've got the advantage of having a 3/8 16 or so bolt, so it just has that much more surface area to bite into the wood. So I think this is a far superior connection, and I'm going to do that for the sander and for the motor. And the motor has some slots in there for the adjustment. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of finagling with that, and be pretty damn sure about what I'm doing before I start punching holes. But anyway, we've got a party to go to, so I'm going to tinker around for a couple more minutes and then get ready. So Alright, so those are the 1/4 20 inserts, and you can see that the, like a regular 1/4 20 bolt, how nice that is in there. I think that's a far superior mechanical connection than any old wood screw. Alright, so taking a little break from weed whacking the yard. It's hot out there. Anyway, I finished up the sander, got the platen on the back, and I got everything working nicely. The belt's adjusted correctly, and oops. Anyway, it worked out pretty good. I'm real happy with it. That the gun stock looks good on here. The threaded inserts, I think, will hold this on nicely. Everything seemed to work out just fine with this. So, anyways, a fun little restoration. I think I'm gonna probably put another coat of shellac on it now that it's all assembled. Tape the motor off, or just put a bag over it, and give it one final coating so the rest doesn't, or the humidity doesn't get to it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Have a good day.